So you're rolling down the street and it goes up right in front of you, stops. What are you gonna do? Now, if you're tactical Timmy, you're probably gonna sit here and tell me, well, I would ram through the car, I wouldn't stop my car, I would drive right through there. Maybe, but probably not. You're gonna be a reasonable human being. You're gonna stop your car and you're gonna see what's going down. Dude stops, gets out with a gun. There's gonna be a reactionary gap there, right? From the moment that you recognize that this situation has gone from weird to possibly lethal, where even if you hit the gas instantly, from the time it takes for you to recognize it and choose what to do and hit the gas, there's gonna be a nice fat gap of a couple of seconds. Your ambusher, the guy that stops you, knows this and has a tactical advantage on you. This is the way that real life violence unfolds, and what genuinely makes it more difficult, and I got this from Instructor Zero during our last podcast episode, this is what makes civilian life so difficult and so dangerous, is that 110% of the time, to be exact and scientific, 110% of the time, your life is good, it's fine. And then you find yourself in one weird situation where things go from baseline normal to ridiculous fight for your life, right? The SF operator is constantly knowing he's going to go into this situation, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically prepared for going into a life-threatening situation, right? Professional protectors. Those of us who are legitimate and know that protection is more than just a job, it's a lifestyle. We are geared up mentally, emotionally, physically, all of the time, spiritually, ready to give our life, ready to fight to the death, ready to think, ready to avoid, ready to do all the things we're designed to do, right? That we train to do. But for the civilian, it's usually nowhere in your ethos. You have to be able to go from like negative 3% awareness, because most of the time we've never trained our awareness. If you want to learn how to train your awareness, go watch my free YouTube series on tactical protection reviews. It's free on real world violence and the software it takes to be a protector, right? You should make your whole family watch it. You should just make everyone do it. Anyways, it's a great education based on real world encounters with danger. You've got to go from like zero, negative 3% awareness to being able to take decisive, effective action in the face of a violent encounter like this, right? So that's why these educational videos are so important. They're free. I want you guys to take advantage of them. Now, when we come back to our situation where you're in traffic, a dude pulls out in front of you, just pulls out in front of you, right? And all of a sudden, you're faced with making a decision. There's a reactionary gap. And a good ambush is an ambush that works. So it's not a good ambush if he lets you drive off. Maybe he didn't want to shoot you when he reflects on you. Either way, he's pulling a gun out and you don't know what's going to happen next. What do? The reality is there's not much you can do other than understand the software of protection, right? This guy pulls out in front of you. You stop. You make sure you have the most distance and the most standoff away from you. If you are a protector and if you've watched and if you have training on your situational awareness, you're already going to be in like a code yellow going orange when this dude starts to pull out in the intersection. There's going to be a higher probability that you're going to avoid, take a left turn, take a right turn, stop like 50 yards back and be like, what's up, weirdo? And maintain the distance that you need to effectively implement your firearm and make it harder for him to use his. There's a lower probability that you'll stop in the first place. You might just carefully drive around him. You might get your seatbelt ready and get ready to grab your stuff, right? So there is a stark difference, an acute difference between civilians that are just the sheep and then the civilians that are the protectors, right? So I want you guys to start understanding those things. Train, go and take advantage of our digital library of Protector Symposium 1 through whatever number we're on when you're watching this video, and take your protection quotient to the next level. These situations are increasing in their frequency, and they're happening to more and more of us and our loved ones on a daily basis. We've made it easy for us all to make the world a safer place together by helping good people to become more dangerous. Byron Rodgers, protected by nature and by trade. Hit the link in my bio to see all the ways we can serve you. Like, comment, share, grow the page. And I look forward to seeing you guys out in the field or the next in-person training operation. Out.